break. Welcome in the morning in the woodshed with Brian Moran. Spring break. Is it really a break? What is spring? What does it mean to you? Now listen, spring is for new. You see this stuff back here? You see all this stuff back here? It's not green. This is brown grass. No trees have any leaves on them. This is ucky. This is awful. This spring break. Holy crap, you want me to go spring break? Well, I'm going to get stuck in the mud over here. What kind of spring break? And you think, well, that's what spring's all about. Anew. Hi, Mike. How you doing? Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Melinda, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. How you doing? Hey, that's what this is about. Spring, getting new, anew. What are we going to do? Are we going to get happy? Are we going to get good? Are we going to... It's kind of hard in the spring. It's all new. You got to go out, you got to rake, you got to get this together, you got to get your plants together, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know what that's doing? That's helping you get back on track. Get back into things. Okay, spring, let's start over. Well, you know how many times I've started over? Do you know how many times that I have gone and had to do it again? You know how many springs I've had? Well, this is the 66th spring that I've had. And the last 5 have been the best of my life. This one right here has to top it all off. Now, why? Because I keep getting spring. Spring. Back. But you know what we got to do? We have to take some time for ourselves. You know what spring does? One time you can have a spring every day, Go in your room. A room that you love, that you feel good about. Sit down. Just for 10 minutes. And you just sit there and you just think about things, you just talk. And when you get up, you feel so much better. Well, can you do that with your life? Of course you can. You know how you do it? Well, one way, Body and Mind Redesign, have some things you can go to on my website, but it's you that you have to look at. Do you really want this? Do you really need something? Is there something that you have to change? Well, one thing at a time. One little thing you can do at a time. Just anything it is that you have, just to make yourself feel good, to get out of that spring. That's what spring means. You got to spring up, get down, get up. And then what happens is, what happens? What happens? What happens? What happens? We don't know. You don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. You don't know what happens. And that's where I come in. If you want to really have a talk, or just need to see something, or want to get something out, or you need to have a question answered that you've been looking at for a long time, and how do I do this and how do I do that? That's what spring is about. To start anew. To start afresh. And that's what this is about. bodyandmindredesign.com, Body and Mind Redesign Gmail. Get a hold of me on Gmail, okay? And what can happen is this. If you have something you want to talk about, you have a problem, what you got to do is take it, think about it, look at it, and talk about it. And if you don't have anybody to talk about, and you don't have anything to really go to, well, I could be your one. And I'd love to do that. So if you need someone to talk to, get through something that get through another spring. I was only supposed to have one more spring 5 springs ago. My 5th spring. And I can't wait for my next one. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't care what's happened to me. I don't care what I have to go through right now. Why? It's a new beginning. Right now, a new beginning for me. Do I have problems? Yeah, I got medical problems like you wouldn't believe. But does it bother me? Yeah. Am I upset? Yeah. Do I get vent sometimes and cry? Yeah. But you know what? I'm happy. Why? I'm different. I've changed. My life is so different than what it used to be. I would never even thought of coming on and even talking to you right now about this. But you know what? I keep saying, you know what? I'm going to stop saying that. You know why? You know what? You know why? I guess those are my terms. But my terms are not you know what? You know why? All I have for terms is one thing. You. You. Because you have to spring up. You have to start anew yourself. Every day when I wake up, I sit on the side of my bed. I take a breath. And I start anew. Every day's new. When you wake up, it's new. Think about that. You can start anew every day. But you don't want to. Because once you get to that point where you don't need to be new anymore, this is so great to be able to do that. See, I just hit the camera and I don't care. You know why? Because I feel good. And this is great. And this is what I want to do. And I can't wait to keep doing this. I'm outside. It's springtime. You can see. You're going to see this same picture in a couple months. And the green and the beauty and the gardens. Man, that's what it's all about. To get to that point. To see that beautiful, beautiful garden and the flowers and the sunflowers. You wait, you're going to see it. And you can see a change in yourself too if you let yourself do it. Now how you do that? One thing at a time. One little thing at a time. What? Because spring break doesn't mean you just stop and you go back to what you're doing. Spring break means break what you got. Put it back together and have it come in a circle. And that circle will be you, who you're supposed to be. Right now you might have some problems. Right now you might have some things you're thinking of. It's spring. I can start anew. I can start a diet. I can do this. But are you? Are you going to? That's up to you. I'm here. Come talk to me. Body and Mind Gmail. Body and Mind Redesign Gmail.com, bodyandmind.com. Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to be on my webpage. I have Spotify and iHeart coming up this weekend for a podcast. So you can listen to all these things as you're at work, whatever you want to do, anytime. I'm really doing this for you, not for me. I'm not asking for anything. I don't want anything except for you to get better, to have this spring break in yourself, to be able to come out of it and get there where you want to be. I'm not there yet. I got a far way to go. We all have our fallacies. We all have things we got to do. We all have our problems. But you know what? This spring break is going to be the best one ever. You know why? Because I said it again. But you know what? Again, I said it again. I'm just kidding. I am going to make sure every day I'm here for you at 11:11 a.m. I'm going to make sure on Sunday night at 11:11 p.m. That's the big one. You come. I want to tell you what. Again, I said it again. I'm going to, from now on, try to have something where I can have you, if you need to want to talk to me, be able to get on here and hopefully get on this with me. I'm going to try to set it up so I can do it so that we can actually possibly talk screen and screen. I mean, there's all kinds of things out there. See, I am actually learning myself. This is so fun because I'm learning things that I've never, ever learned before. All because of spring break. And not because of me. I'm learning because of you. So thank you for helping me. Anyway, I gotta go. It's spring break. I gotta get ready. I gotta get all this stuff going here. If I don't get this going now, we're not gonna have that beautiful garden I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start one thing at a time. Again, I'm not gonna go start plowing this up now. No, it's too early. There's stuff I can do, though, to get ready for that. And that's what you have to do with your life. So remember, bodyandmindredesign.com. Come on. I'm going to make this thing so happy and so fun. You're going to want to come every day, every night. You're going to want more of it. Please. I'm sorry it's so long, but I have to let you know what's going on. We'll talk to you later. And then what happens when you do it? You're going to stay true to yourself. You're going to be good. And of course, adios! Adios, everybody. Have a good day. Adios!